Hello, my name is Dirk Fischer. I'm COO of the Huf Group. I'm now with Huf for more than 4 years, and I'm with the automotive industry for more than 30 years, always working with tier ones, so always in the supply chain, if you like, of the automotive industry. First, India is one of the regions where we see growth, which is very important. There are not too many growth regions in the world at the moment, so India is definitely one of them. And it's not only that India is a growth region, it's specifically growing in our business and in our field of activity, which is automotive. That is, of course, very important. What is also important that we already have an established operations here in India since more than 20 years. We have a plant, a production plant close by to Pune in Chakan. And now we make a next big step to improve our situation here in India, which is the opening of our tech center, also in Pune, very close to the plant, which is important because the customers expect on one side product development, good products, good product concepts, and on the other side, the capability to manufacture them. And this is now finally combined with our latest activity here in Pune, and it's a good situation. It's a good base situation for the future. The Indian automotive industry is particular very important for us because it's now number 4 in the world with more than 5 million cars built. So it's a significant growth, specifically in that business. That's number 1. Also, it has very promising CAGRs. So there is a CAGR of around 15% from the history, what we see and what we also expect for the future. What is also important is that the local brands get more and more important. So the companies like Tata, Mahindra gain market share. We have very good access to these customers, and this is another reason why we further invest into India and also decided to build and to increase our product development activities here in India. So India plays a very important role for us at Huf. And by the way, it's worth to say that we are already in India since about 20 years. We actually yesterday we celebrated our 15-year anniversary in our facility, in our production facility here in Chakan. Is also important is that this is a facility which has a very wide range of process technologies under one roof. So we have 3 core base process technologies, so we can cover a lot of added value in this plant. This is very important. We use the plant not only for supplying to local customers, we even use it for supplying internally inside Huf. So we use it in our total production network, which is also important. What is also very important for us is to support this vocal for local strategy, where this is why the plant was already a good start. But now to further improve the situation, we go a next step, and beside the plant, we also want to have a technology center, also here in Pune, close to the plant, so that we in future can be even provide a better service to our customers, and on one side can develop the products, on the other side can manufacture the products. And yeah, that's basically it. So what is really a big advantage of our facility in Pune is that we have, as I mentioned, three base technologies, which are injection molding, die casting, and painting. So as I said earlier, this covers already a lot of the added value in our products. That is definitely a big advantage of Huf. Secondly, what is really good to see is that we have really advanced over the last 3 years in terms of lean manufacturing, which we call HPS, Huf Production System. So the plant is really on a very good path from that point of view, is developing with good speed. As I said yesterday during the anniversary celebration, I said the plant is full of Kaizen mindset, and you see this everywhere. I saw several hundred improvement ideas over the last 3 days in this plant. So this all looks very promising, and it gives me the clear feeling, and even I'm convinced that with this plant we can be very competitive and can support the future growth that we are planning. And also one final comment, we even supply to global customers from India. So it's not only that we supply to the local customers or that we supply internally, intercompany, we even supply to global customers out of India, which is another good sign. So the plan is to grow. We have ambitious plans for India. We do not want just to see a 3% growth year over year. We really expect some advanced growth, if you like. And this is why we add now this additional capability of product development alongside our plant, so that we can convince our customers even more that we are capable to develop the products in a good way, in an efficient way. Another big advantage will be that locals will now talk to locals. So we develop the product very close to the customer, which is another advantage that will again support our growth plan. And yeah, that's basically it. One more important thing is that that with this setup now of operations and product development, we have a good basis for good collaboration between the two functions, which is for us very important to come up with an efficient and effective product development and process development, so that we are able to offer good product concepts and can manufacture them in a very competitive way. Let me answer to that in two ways. First, let's go back to our plant again. Our plant is already using a lot of renewable energy. We have installed a lot of solar power on our plant, so that's a key item for us. Nearly 1 megawatt was installed, and we are now going to increase it further. Secondly, what I saw during my plant visit, we have constantly many initiatives how to reduce energy consumption. There are very good ideas implemented already, so we constantly work on energy reduction. It's a clear part of our continuous improvement strategy. So this is what the plant does. They also have some other initiatives to protect the environment. So this is on the one side. On the other side, coming back to your question, the tech center, the product development, is already pushed actually by the customers in the future. Will be pushed to develop much more sustainable products. So there will be a pressure to use more recycled materials. We will probably in the future can use much more kind of regrind. I think the OEMs have to be much more open in the future to that if they want to support this sustainability initiatives. And then another thing that is constantly on the list for product development is the topic of weight reduction in the product. And I just saw this morning, I saw some examples of new products, new product designs, new ideas how the weight of the product can be reduced. So this is something that will also support the sustainability. And also we are pushing both teams to heavily focus on design for manufacturing. So to basically make sure that what we develop, we can easily manufacture, and that will also, at the end, will save a lot of energy, if you like. That's our main focus in terms of sustainability. So it's partly already customer-driven anyway. It's a clear requirement of the customers, which is good. But even without that, it's clear part of our strategy. By the way, we have a clear target at Huf that at 2030 we want to be carbon neutral. We have some very ambitious growth plans. By the way, not only in India, also globally. So this growth will require a lot of resource in every field, but especially in product development field, in engineering. India is well known, and by the way, especially Pune is well known for having good universities, business schools. Many graduates every year leave the schools and enter the market, join the market to work in companies. So this is very important to have access to this availability of engineers. That's very important. That is one big advantage. Another advantage is that it will help us to be more flexible in our global network of product development. We have several product development centers in the world. So and India will be part of the global product development network. So that will allow us to be more flexible and to react better to needs for the future. And because of the availability, we have access and we can increase the number of engineers, which is not so easy, by the way, in other regions of the world. So this is definitely a big advantage in India. Pune and the business schools and the universities are specifically known for developing good engineers, especially in the field of software development, product development. So this is why our TCI will be also play a role as a center of competence for a certain part of our product portfolio.